What if humanity committed the ultimate crime, defied God, and took a celestial entity in for their own brutal needs? You see, I'm venturing into SCP and analog horror and all this stuff that goes outside my purview of regular cinema. A lot of people recommended me something called Angel Engine, this analog horror series created by a TikToker with AI. And when I first saw this, I was like, really? TikTok? AI? This is a disgrace. This ain't real cinema. I'm a purist. I don't want to do I want nothing to do with this shit. But this series is ongoing, you see. They release episodes every once a month or every couple months. As I was going into this lore, this story, I started to see some of the craziest and most disturbing concepts on a biblical level put into this TikTok AI. He used Midjourney, I think, for this. And I said to myself, this is actually damn good. I envy this. I wish I had something like this going on, like a ARG supported series that a lot of people were into and waiting for every single week. In fact, that gives me a couple ideas for myself. But I've seen this, and all I'm going to say is, A24, Hollywood, you're making a movie about the Backrooms, a YouTube series. Please look into this. This is a horror movie of cosmic proportions waiting to happen. You see, in this story, Earth has destroyed its resources. It's basically exhausted all of its reserves. And humanity needs like a breakthrough, otherwise the world's gonna end. All the resources are gone completely. Energy is a joke right now. So an angel who loves humanity comes down offering salvation, offering to help us and get us out of these dark times. And what does humanity do? Well, similar to the Doom games, where humanity opened a portal of hell because they wanted its energy to give Earth more energy, they take this angel, they trap him in an invention called the Angel Engine, so they can zap its unlimited cosmic energy for their own energy uses, so they can create a utopian society on Earth. That is, humans just love being low IQ in all these stories, you see. Now they are led by a scientist named Jeff Onstman, something like that. And the story is basically taking place from the perspective of the angel who's trapped here. He's narrating the whole story and narrating basically his doom as he's suffering and his body is contorting and turning grotesque as he's getting the life and this essence zapped out of him for the humans' needs. See, the humans have committed the ultimate cosmic sin. You're taking one of God's servants and using him for your own shit. Like, what the heck? And he came down offering you help, and this is what you do to him. When I saw this story, I was like, okay. So the angel is gonna escape and turn into a horror movie villain and get revenge on all of humanity in an Eldritch Lovecraftian way. No. This is not what happens at all. You see, this angel has transversed time itself. While he's in prison, he's giving them messages. He's giving messages to humanity from the future, telling them a dark one is coming to Earth. Pretender. Someone who's going to trick all of you, a trickster. He's going to come and cause the apocalypse. You need to let me out so I can help you stop this. This dark one he's referring to is the Antichrist. And he's telling humanity, the Antichrist could take the form of anyone. He could take the form of an angel. And prior to this, the angel was sending them messages on how to save themselves too. Keep that in mind. So nobody listens. And we know shit's going down when we see a president give an address to humanity, and we see his face start to contort. He's not really there. A figure comes up from behind him, and we see now as audience, oh shit, the Antichrist is already here, and he's taking control over the president. And not only that, he makes the president cause a freaking world war that lays waste to humanity. And as we see the destruction of humanity in this war and the deceiving of a nation, we see the angel. You know, if you guys have seen the 28 Days trailer teaser, you hear the song Boots, moving on and everything, Boots, right? That's like literally a poem that was created based off of the suffering of war. The angel starts doing that as this war is happening. Meanwhile, the scientist, the head scientist in charge of everything, starts looking for volunteers. Why? He's saying, oh, you'll be volunteers in this innovative project called the Angel Engine. Come through. These volunteers are used as freaking lab rats. So this scientist is destroying all essence of humanity, stripping people of their humanity, whether it's an angel, a celestial entity, or humans. The angel, one of his main messages to humanity is, don't look at the sky or your eyes will melt. He is here. Cover your ears. Do not look. He has already found you. The Antichrist is everywhere, lurking in the bowels of war. Now, the head scientist dies, he gets killed by an inmate, and many of his followers in magazines and all these things say, God is dead, but his angel remains. The final sin, one of the worst sins imaginable. God is dead, but his angel remains. They weren't referring to actual God. They were referring to the scientist, Ulstrom, saying, he is dead, but his angel, the angel trapped in the engine, remains. But not only have you defied God, you're replacing him completely. Humanity is going further and further, lower and lower and lower, because they worship this scientist, Ulstrom now. He is their new God. Now that he's dead, they're looking for someone else. So now all the scientists are gathering up to figure out, okay, how the hell can we need to bring him back. We need to resurrect him somehow. That's where the Antichrist comes in. This was the Antichrist plan all along. You see, it's revealed in twist that one of the future messages from the angel was literally given to Ulstrom, the main scientist, on how to create this angel engine in the first place. You see, people probably wonder when watching this, how the hell did humans trap an angel in the first place? An angel who's this godlike celestial entity. How did you trap him? How did you create this angel engine? The Antichrist was giving one of the first initial messages from the future to humanity, tricking them. The Antichrist had this planned all along. He gave these messages into Ulstrom's mind and had Ulstrom create this perfect machine that can trap an angel. And then what happens when he no longer needed Ulstrom? He had him killed so that he could go into Ulstrom's body and resurrect as a full-on Antichrist in the shape of a human that everyone worshipped at the time as their new god. He wants to annihilate humans, but not immediately. He wants to corrupt humanity to the point where they destroy themselves to convince everyone they no longer need God. So he takes the smartest and most important scientist and makes him his puppet. The other scientists tried to resurrect the main doctor as they consider him too special and the project needs him. So now the body of the doctor is the symbol of the new order. The Antichrist seeks it. He possesses him, possessing the man who betrayed God, the new Messiah. The angels warn of this. The main angel warns of this. If this resurrection happens, if the Antichrist takes this guy's body, that's endgame. That's endgame. That's the Avengers endgame of humanity right there. Jeff Ulstrom, who is basically the Christ figure, propped up by the rest of the scientists, he is the new miracle of the new religion. The old religions are dead now in this new world. And the final sin, well, you thought that one was bad. The final sin is created, right? The angel that's been trapped in the angel engine, whose energy has been using for multiple things, a utopia and all that, the main reason why they trapped him, the main reason the Antichrist wanted to trap him, is so he can create another angel, an alternate angel, his own, a corrupted one, using the DNA and energy of that initial angel. So this angel currently is no longer needed by them, and he presents it to the world as Barakil, the new god. Barakil comes out and says, I love you. I see through your flesh. I see into your spirit. This is some of the scariest shit ever, y'all. This really is. And all we can do now is hear Uriel, the original angel, cry as this is happening. As he's replaced by the new angel, that new monster named Barakil, I think he's named after a literal archangel. Another insult to God. It's teased at the end of the last episode that the Antichrist isn't 100% though. The Antichrist is erratic, angry, losing his shit. In this distraught phase, we need to ask ourselves, he's pretty much won. Humanity worships his new body, Ulstrom, thinking that he's the Messiah, and he's created a new angel, a new savior, a new god for them in Barakil. He's pretty much got everything down that he wants to. Humanity is being destroyed, but something is still off. This Antichrist is still angry and distraught. Maybe one of two things is happening here. Either the soul of the original scientist is still lurking within his body and he hasn't possessed it fully, the Antichrist, or he senses that there is a divine intervention that's going to happen. Something is going wrong in the heavens for him. Maybe God himself is coming down to put an end to everything. Who knows? Maybe God's other angels are about to come through. We don't know. All we know is this is one of the most dark, doom, dreaded stories ever, and I love it. A24 needs to jump on this before it's too late. Jump on this, man. This is an amazing story. I love it. The fact that we betrayed an angel, used him to fulfill our energy reserves and create a utopian society. Humanity is stupid, I'll be real, man. Humanity is so low IQ, but great story. If you want to know what happens if God gave up on us entirely and sent angels down, the worst disgusting angels we've ever seen, to destroy us, watch this video on Legion over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.